Caritamrta. So, who will lead Kirtan today? Our
Pandurang Prabhu.
Veer Krishna Prabhu ki jai ho.
Veer Krishna Prabhu, there is a lot of demand for you here also. Everybody says Veer Krishna Prabhu's Kirtan is extremely good. So let's hear from you.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jai Daita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jai Daita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jai Daita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Prabhu Jai Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thanks for wonderful Kirtan. Request all others to please keep your mic mute, except Ananga Mataji can start the session. Radhajan Prabhu, your mic is on. Ananga Mataji. Hare Krishna, Ananga Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah,
1 minute.
please start.
Yes, Prabhu. Caitanya Caritamrta 1.4.59. Radhika Hayana Krishnara Pranaya Bikara Swarupa Shakti Aladani Nama Jahara. Srimati Radharani is the transformation of Krishna's love. She is his eternal energy called Aladini. Text
Mataji,
60.
can come closer to the mic, Mataji.
I'm closer only 1 minute, Prabhu. Yeah, Prabhu. Now it's okay?
Yeah, okay, but since here the audience will be more, so that's why.
I'm closer to mic only, Prabhu. It's closer
okay,
only.
Okay. Radhaji Prabhu, please keep your mic mute.
1.4.60 आलादिनी कराया कृष्णे आनंद आस्वादन आलादिनीरा द्वारा करे भक्तेरो पोषण that Aladini energy gives Krishna pleasure and nourishes his devotees. Text number 61 Sachidananda Purna Krishnara Swarupa Ekei Chit Krishna Taharo Dhare Tina Rupa. Lord Krishna's body is eternal, full of knowledge and full of bliss. His one spiritual energy manifests threefold. Text 62 आनंद आस्वादने आह्लादी सद अंशे सन्दिनी चिद अंशे संबित जारे ज्ञान कोरी मानी. Aladini is his aspect of bliss, Sandini of eternal existence, and Sambit of cognizance, which is also accepted as knowledge. Text number 63. Aladini Shandini Shambit Tvai Eka Sarva Samsthitau Alada Tapo Kori Mishra Tai no Guna Borjite. O Lord, you are the support of everything. The three attributes Aladini, Shandini, and Shambit exist in you as one spiritual energy. But the material modes which cause happiness, misery, and mixtures of two do not exist in you, for you have no material qualities. Text number 64. Shandiniro Shara Amsha Shuddha Sattanam Bhagavanero Satta Hoy Jahate Vishram. The essential portion of the Shandini potency is Suddha Sattva. Lord Krishna's existence rests upon it. Text number 65. Mata Pita Sthano Griha Shaya Shano Aro Eshab Krishnero Shuddha Sattero Bikaro. Krishna's mother, father, abode, house, bedding, seats, and so on are all transformation of Shuddha Sattva. ओम अज्ञानातिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. So my sloka is from 61 to 65. In this sloka, in all this translation, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has mentioned about the energies of Krishna, and he has told about the devotional service. So the first sloka, if we take, here it is given, she is the eternal energy called Aladini. So who is from first sloka, we have to understand that who is Radharani, how she has come into existence. Everyone actually naturally wants to enjoy, yet no one is fully independent in finding enjoyment. So if we want to enjoy, to satisfy our desire, we need the association of others. We depend on others for our enjoyment. But Krishna, he is Atmaram. So being Atmaram, he is independent. His knowledge, his pleasure, everything rests upon him. So he does not want anyone to enjoy, but sometime when he wants to enjoy, his energy gets expended. And that energy gets a form, and that form is called Radharani. His energies also has form. That energy, that form is called Radharani. In Caitanya Caritamrta, Madhya Lila, Swarup Damodar has explained, Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikriti Aladini Shakti Rasmad. So the Aladini Shakti is manifested as Radharani, but Krishna and Radha are the same. Although one is potent, the other is potency. So one is the energy, another is the energetic. So Radharani is the potency of Krishna. And the next sloka, Jiva Goswami has explained about our devotional service, and he has also explained through this devotional service only we can realize the Aladini Shakti or the internal potency of Krishna. So regarding devotional service, there are so many books like Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna himself tells to Arjuna that Bhagavad Gita Sloka 11.55. Mat karmakrin mat paramo mad bhakta sangavarjita nirvairi sarva bhuteshu yasamam iti pandava. So here Krishna is telling, my dear Arjuna, who is engaged in my pure devotional service, who is friendly to every living entity, certainly comes to me. So from this sloka we can understand that the person who are in pure devotional service, after leaving the body, he can go to Krishna Loka, or he can reaches to Krishna. And what is devotional service? It is the reciprocation between two. So we have to understand here that the reciprocation between two means there are two persons between which the reciprocation is going on. So in one end we are one, the jivas, and in other end Krishna, who is the person himself. Sometimes the people may think then that, or the impersonalist, as we know, they think that Krishna has no form. But from this understanding, when it is where it is written that it is the reciprocation between two, so the thing which does not have any form, with that we cannot reciprocate. So of course Krishna is a person to whom we can reciprocate through the devotional service. And it is there are and in this translation it is told about the energies of Krishna. So Krishna has the spiritual energy. The spiritual energy is divided into Vibhava, Prabhava and Anubhava. In Vibhava there are categories like Chit Shakti, Jiva Shakti and Maya Shakti. That means internal potency, external potency and marginal potency. In Prabhava it is Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti and Kriya Shakti. And in Anubhava it is Sandini, Sambit and Aladini. So Krishna has internal potency which is divided into these three forms. So Krishna's energy, although there is a sloka in Caitanya Caritamrta Madhya Lila, Parasya Shaktir Vividhaiva Sruyate Swabhaviki Jnana Bala Kriyacha. Krishna's power is variegated, and thus the same Shakti or potency works in variegated ways. So Krishna has a power, Krishna has the internal energy, Krishna has the energy, which energy or which potency works in different variegated ways. We can we can understand this with one example. Suppose if we take, there is a machine, and we know the machine has different parts, and all those parts work in different ways. So why all those parties working in different ways? The main purpose is to accomplish the purpose for which the machine has made. So although all the different parts work in different ways, but the purpose of that all parts are only one, to accomplish the purpose of the whole machine. So although Krishna's energy is divided into so many aspects, but all that energy's purpose is only to serve Krishna. So Krishna has only one energy which is divided into different categories. So here again there is a point that we know in Bhagavad Gita we heard the dhyana yoga. Krishna has told about Jnanis to Arjuna. So it is mentioned here that the great yogis and Jnanis, they are unable to enter into the internal potency of the Lord. Although they do meditation, they do so many austerities for years, but even though they cannot understand the internal potency of the Lord. But we, the devotees who does the pure devotional service, they can easily realize the internal potency of Krishna. So to understand the internal potency of Krishna, we have to do the pure devotional service. Text number 61, as it is mentioned, we know all of us that Brahma tells that Krishna is eternal Satchitananda Vigraha, Anadira Adi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. And text 662, again, Jiva Goswami is explaining about Sandini Shakti, Sambit Shakti, and Aladini Shakti. And here it is mentioned that Krishna is in the stage of Vishuddha Sattva. Vishuddha Sattva means Krishna is above the three modes of material nature. But sometimes we hear from general people that when Krishna descends in this material world, Krishna takes the material form. Krishna can be influenced by the modes of material energy, but that is the misconception. That is the misunderstanding actually. Always Krishna is in his Vishuddha Sattva. Although he is present in the material world, he cannot be touched by the three modes of material nature. So that is the difference between Jiva and Krishna. But as a human being, we have also the tendency to be, we can also in the Vishuddha Sattva stage. So even though we are in the material world, we are in material modes of nature. If we perform pure devotional service, that means we are also in the Vishuddha Sattva stage. So even here it is mentioned about Sandhini potency. So due to the Sandhini Shakti, all variegatedness of the spiritual world manifest. So whatever we see in the spiritual world, everything is due to the Sandhini Shakti of Krishna. Even in the transcendental world, the Lord's servant, maid servant, consorts, his father and mother, all are the transformation of Sandhini Shakti. So what I understood is Sandhini Shakti, I think is the example of Sandhini Shakti is Balaram, because Balaram only is the energy who is manifested in the full spiritual world in the form of Krishna's all paraphernalia or other things. And about Sambit Shakti, actually I have little bit confusion. I didn't understand about the Sambit Shakti, so I could not write down anything. That's all, Prabhu. If there is any mistake, please clarify me, or all of you can add something.
Thank you, Mataji.
If I
Regarding the
left anything.
regarding three energies, we'll summarize at the end once we complete, because others other slokas also this is overlapping. So we'll see from others if they can conclude. So otherwise at the
Yes,
end
Prabhu.
I'll summarize. Thank you, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you. So who is the next? May I request Nirjaksha Prabhu?
Yes,
Nirjaksha
Guruji,
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Others, please keep your mics mute. Audio mute.
Guruji, please bless me. So I will read. Yes, I will read. I will read 66 onwards. Text number 66, 4.66. Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudev Sabitam Yadiyate Tatra Punam Apravataha Satve cha Tashmin Bhagavan Vasudevo Ya Adhoksh Jo Me Manasa Vidhiyate. The condition of pure goodness, Shuddha Sattva, in which the Supreme Personality of Godhead is revealed without any covering, is called Vasudeva. In that pure state, the Supreme Godhead, who is beyond the material senses and who is known as Vasudeva, is perceived by my mind. Text number 67. कृष्णे भगवतः ज्ञान संवितेर सारा ब्रह्म ज्ञानाधिक सब तार परिवारः. The essence of the Sambit potency is knowledge that Supreme Personality of Godhead is Lord Krishna. All other kinds of knowledge, such as the knowledge of Brahman, are its components. Text number 68. Haladinera sare prema Prem Sar Bhava, Bhavera Param Kashta Nama Mahabhava. The essence of the Hladini potency is love of God. The essence of love of God is emotion, bhava, and the ultimate development of emotion is mahabhava. Text number 64. Mahabhava Sarupa Shri Radha Thakurani Sarvaguna Khani Krishna Kanta Shromani. Sri Radha Thakurani is the embodiment of Mahabhava. She is the repository of all good qualities and the crest jewel among all lovely consorts of Lord Krishna. Text number 70. Tayor api abhayor madhye radhika sarvatahadhika mahabhava srupeyam gunir ati varishyati. Translation. Of these two gopis, Radharani and Chandravali, Srimati Radharani is superior in all respects. She is the embodiment of Mahabhava and she surpasses all in good qualities. Text number 71. Krishna Prema Bhavita Yandra Chitendriya Kaya Krishna Nij Shakti Radha Kridara Sahaya. Her mind, senses, and body are steeped in love for Krishna. She is Krishna's own energy and she helps him in his pastime. Text number 72. Anandi Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavita Vis Tavhirya Eva Nij Rupataya Kalabhi Golok Eva Nivsat Akhilatma Bhuto Govindamadi Purisham Tameham Bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who resides in his own realm, Goloka, with Radha, who resembles his own spiritual figure and who embodies the ecstatic potency Hladini. Their companion are her confidants, who embody extension of her bodily form and who are imbued and permeated with ever blissful spiritual rasa. Text number 73. Krishnere Karaya Yache Ras Aswadana Kridara Sahaya Yache Suna Vivarana. Now please listen to how Lord Krishna's consort help him taste rasa and how they help in his pastime. So here we can understand first text number 66. The pure goodness, the Shuddha Sattva is explained in this, and which is called Vasudeva, that stage of condition of pure goodness. Shuddha Sattva is Vasudev. So we understand this is a verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4th, chapter 3rd, where the Lord Shiva is condemning the Daksha, the father of Sati, and then he is mentioning about this Shuddha Sattva concept. The living, so what Srila Prabhupada has also described in the purport, living entity is a constitutional pure soul. So our soul is always constitutionally pure. The soul is not contaminated. It is never contaminated by material attachment. It is only the identification of the body with the soul. It is a misunderstanding. What we call a jivatma buddhi, which is avidya. So that jivatma buddhi is the basically our ignorance, and which is causing the because of that thing we are trapped in this material world. So that is separating us from the pure goodness, stage of pure goodness. So this Suddha Sattva, which means this transcendental to material qualities, that in this stage when the devotees by the pure devotional service, when they achieve the Suddha Sattva stage, the material, all the activities in material consciousness stops. They don't act anything with respect to material consciousness. They always work for the in Krishna and always in the Krishna consciousness, always thinking about Lord Krishna and totally disconnected with the modes of material nature. So Srila Prabhupada has given the analogy that when an iron is put into the fire uh, and when it is red hot, even though it is iron, it acts like a fire. So that is like it mentioned that when the we are the Jivatma, and but when we perform the pure devotional service and improve our devotions and then reach to the stage of pure devotional service, we becomes disconnected with the mode of material nature. So this pure state and this to the state is called Vasudeva. And in this stage, then Srila Prabhupada mentioning in this stage, which is called Vasudeva, the supreme personality of Godhead.
Nijakshi
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
So Prabhu
Yes,
is
Prabhuji.
Seva Sarup Prabhu is speaking here. So if you can listen, I mean, it will be association to all the devotees. So
Sure,
is it okay?
Sure, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
Prabhuji.
now it is over to Seva Sarup Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Haribol, my Zoom friends, how are you? Okay.
We are
Yes, Prabhuji, we are fine, Prabhu.
Okay. So we're saying that, remember when this fisherman, he catch Lord Chaitanya in the nets, no? And what happened? So the devotees, they were looking for Lord Chaitanya everywhere. And then they said, where is Lord Chaitanya? Where is Lord Chaitanya? Disappear. And then the devotees saw this fisherman like a crazy. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, like this. And the devotees say, there is the proof. This guy was touched by Lord Chaitanya. Okay, so Lord Chaitanya should be around here. Otherwise, why this person is crazy for Krishna? And they inquire here, do you see Lord Chaitanya? Say, no, I saw like I don't know, it was something because it's like a fish, you know. Lord Chaitanya was all the legs and the hand were like a, how you say, stretch. So he said it's like a ghost. He said, oh, it's Lord Chaitanya. And then the devotees pacify and then the fisherman, you know, was in ecstasy. So the same thing with the Mathura Desh devotees. When somebody are infected with Krishna consciousness, when they go, I know that they went to Bangladesh, to different places, and they infect others with Krishna consciousness. This is good. So one of my main purpose to come here is to learn what you are doing and how you are cooperating each other. And then Braya Pram Prabhu is going to help us with the congregational ministry. He already saw something that we can change, and they're going to take one area of promote the Mongol Arctic. The Guru Maharaj wants to have the Mongol Arctic and Japa all together. So he's going to help us to promote. And Matai, you are Radha Harini Matai. So she's going to help you already enroll in CDM. And then, you know that when the cricket player, they passed from one team to other, they offer, 100 million euros, 80 million euros for 5 years. So Radharani Harini Matai, so she's with us. We have a contract with her with 25 years for a samosa. But she told us, if you don't give me the samosa, I quit. So this is the interchange with the devotees. So the idea, I want to come here to see, and then even one devotee was preaching in the labor camps. I had a lot of experience. I told him, we don't need to lose all this experience that you have. So you need to start to document it and make video. Otherwise, you record something and we get transcribed. But all experience that you have, we don't want to lose. because this is the asset of ISKCON, the assets of Srila Prabhupada. All this, we are Srila Prabhupada servants, and all what we got belong to Srila Prabhupada. So all this information, we shouldn't lose it. So I really very, very happy that I see always happy faces here in Bangladesh. All happy faces. It's not always like this. If you go to Germany, they go. In USA, in other countries, you know, they are not so happy. I don't know, it's a kind of the culture. So I see here like all the devotees are happy and practicing Krishna consciousness, and look like they have a nice relation, a nice cooperation. That this is the most important thing in ISKCON. The cooperation is the most important thing that we have, because the biggest. I was preparing something. I want to take my paper. The biggest austerity in the world. You know what is it? The biggest austerity in the world is cooperate. Some people say, no, I am doing some austerity in the cold season when it's very, very cold. I go to Himalayas with just a gancha and meditate in Lord Krishna. Okay, and then when it's hot, you know, in Mathura Desh, in Muscat, in the middle of the city, 12 p.m., noon time, when it's super hot, I make a fire and I meditate like this in Krishna, and we say there's nothing. So, you know, this is nothing. The real austerity is cooperate with each other. You know, I was living I know you have opportunity to live in ashram. To live in ashram is not easy. We have 20 devotees in one room, and somebody turn off the light, and the one want to sleep, and the other one went to the bathroom, and the other one was singing, and they're different, because why? There are different views of ISKCON. We see ISKCON and we see our spiritual life in different moods and different ways. For example, he likes to wake up 2 o'clock in the morning to chant rounds. But in order to do that, he need to go to sleep 7 o'clock. But this devotee, he studied in the night because he find more time. So he need the light on till 11 p.m. and then he woke up 5:30. Okay, but this devotee, he like to sleep 9 o'clock. Okay, so there are different situations, and who is right? He's right, or he's right, or he's right. Everybody's right. It's the same. We see Krishna consciousness from different point of view, and we are all right. But when we get together and we need to cooperate and we want to be in one room, there's a problem. So Srila Prabhupada he was an innovative. This is why Srila Prabhupada is our founder Acharya. He saw that in America, the boys and girls, they were kind of equal in the same service, they were doing the same thing. So then Srila Prabhupada create the ashram for brahmacharinis. Ashram for brahmacharinis. So there is nothing more. It's a learning process for cooperation if you are in a brahmacharini ashram. You put 10 ladies in a room with one bathroom and with one closet, and this you will learn cooperation till the summum bonum. Everybody was aware, like if you want to go to spiritual world, you spend 2-3 years in the brahmacharini ashram. You will see you develop humbleness and everything. So it was very difficult. So now in a Krishna house where my daughter and my son stay, Kalakanta Prabhu is a guru, and they have a brahmacharini ashram, and he discovered that better one matai alone. or maximum 2 per room. Okay, we discovered this, this science. After 47 years in ISKCON, being a guru, he discovered the formula. One matter alone in one room. Because I asked my daughter, how many girls are you? Because I am from, we have, I joined in Ecuador and we have ashram for brahmachari, ashram for brahmachari. So I asked my daughter, how many girls are you? He said, no, 2 here, only 2. But now I am alone. Because Kalakanta Prabhu said that there's no problem like this. Otherwise, you know what matter is say, you know, come to play, you know, to come to say, oh, this is what happened with this matter, and like that. He took my shampoo and this and that, and the gancha, and he took my sari, and then like this, and you know, for the men is, you know, we put everything. For the matter, need to everything need to combine. You know, how you gonna put a red sari with the green choli? It's a big thing.
Bindi also
Oh,
same, everything.
It's a big thing.
Bangles,
They don't
bindi.
combine. My wife is crazy for me to make me the cloth need to with the color. If I send a picture, I have another photo, he get in my face. So I say to my wife, I make a joke sometimes. He say, you don't care if I die. Maybe one devotee say, oh, Sebastian, what happened? No, one crack, kill him. He's destroying the street. She will ask, oh, but the clothes were matching or not? I say this to my wife. You only care what in my work, my clothes is matching or not. Okay, it's another thing. So the idea is that the brahmachari or brahmacharini ashram, if you don't have this experience, I invite you to, if you want to develop humbleness and tolerance, I invite you to do that. So the idea is that we see Krishna conscious in different ways. And we have different moods. One want to distribute books. One say, no, distributing the Prabhupada books is what we need to do because there are bombs. And when they explode, many devotees will do. And somebody say, no, through prashad. So we go through prashad, we can conquer everyone. And, you know, it's easy to do it. I say, no, Prabhu, the thing is the philosophy. Okay, philosophy is the more important thing because you need to have bases. It's not only, you know, you need to have, you know, philosophy that the people need to understand what they need to do. And somebody said, no, Prabhu, this is through chanting. Through chanting the holiness, we're going in on day the word, and we need to do chanting. And then our devotees say, no, Prabhu, the japa is the more important thing. The japa is more important thing. So we need to go and, you know, preach the japa and chant japa and all the thing about japa. And all are right, all we are right, but when we get together, we have different minds. And I need to get along with her mind. She needs to get along with my mind. And I am here for 3 days. And I say, very good. But if I stay here 1 year, they start to see, you know, what is the material point of view. In the West, you know, there are some popular sayings, you know, like in the Bengal say, something is sweet till the extent that you put more sugar in it, and somehow those popular sayings they have some kind of reality and truth. You know what I'm talking about, right? The sayings. So this one says in the West, it says that the dead body and the guest start to stink after the 3 days, after the 3rd day. I know this is not the culture of India. India is another thing, but you see, I think everyone has something like this inside. But India, the culture is of the guest is completely different. But this is the same in the West. You can say the material world, more material than India. Okay? The dead body and the guest start to stink. Means after that we get together, I start to see, this matter is very good. And she's telling me, you know, give me some advice. Tomorrow she's gonna give me more advice. Oh, the matter is very interesting. And then she's gonna give me more advice. Wow, very good. And after 1 week, more advice. And then after 1 month, the matter is stop there. Okay, I don't need more advice. Okay, please, thank you. I appreciate you, but stop. You're driving me crazy. So, and this is so she is true, but the idea is that we need to get together. So Srila Prabhupada said that nobody can destroy us from outside, but from inside. So we are all, Krishna is sending all of us. We are jewels, okay? So you imagine a jewelry, you know, big jewelry here, there, gold, and this. We are jewels, okay? So, but sometimes the jewels start to break each other. Imagine in the jewelry shop, you know, one earring start to fight with the earring with another earring, or you know, one the chain. So we are all jewels, but we can harm each other, and this is what Prabhupada was stressing. That everything is okay, but we need to take care of cooperate with each other. This is the more important thing. And Srila Prabhupada said, a part of everything, what you're gonna do, the books, the japa, the Mongolarti, the Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhava, Bhakti Vedanta, you wanna show your love for me? How? Huh? In the way that we cooperate with each other. So then we can imagine that if we cooperate with each other, Srila Prabhupada is going to give a lot of mercy to us. You know, when they were talking in Mayapur regarding the TOBP opening, and one devotee said, Srila Prabhupada will be nice to bring the president of the US to opening of the temple. And then Prabhupada opened the eyes, and he said, if you do that, Bhaktivinoda Thakur will come and take your hand and take you to spiritual world. Let's go to spiritual world. Bhaktivinoda Thakur will come and will take you directly. So imagine that if we want to cooperate with each other, Srila Prabhupada is going to give us a lot of mercy. It's like we can have a small example, like we have children, okay? Our children. And maybe one children is very good for maths, another is very good to do geography, other is very good because they help in the kitchen, other help with the washing of the dishes, you know. But it's okay. But if we have the kids that help each other to cooperate and help others, then we're going to be more inclined to them. And also when we help others, it's about them, it's not about us. One devotee was explaining me, because he said, Prabhu is a counselor. He explained me that he's also specialized in suicide cases and things like that. He works for a company, we were working for a company in Australia, now he's full-time in Congregational Ministry in Mayapur. He said that when you hear somebody, you need to put in the feet of the other person, and you don't need to judge. Even if what they are telling you is completely against your values. Now somebody say, yeah, because my mother make me work, so I don't work, and I am, how old are you? I'm 47. So, you know, then you hear something that you always want to give advice, but if you want to help that person, you need to be in that position, and you don't need to be judgmental. Okay? Because if you are judgmental, then you cannot help them. So the idea when we want to help somebody is not about us, about what, because we are very good, we are very good to give advice. We have answer for everything, and we have the right and the answer, and we know what to do for every moment. Only when something happens to us that we don't know what to do. And he said, Prabhu, Prabhu, no problem. You wake up 5 o'clock and then you chant, and that's it. And the same thing happened to me. So I don't know what to do. Okay, so and then, for example, another thing is that now is in the West is very much famous. That, for example, if you have a problem with the husband and wife, that sometimes happen, maybe once in every 20, 30 years, that the husband and wife have some discrepancy.
Days or years?
Here is more. Okay, so there was a couple. They going to the counselor, and they start to explain. No, because she's like this, like this. We'll put the example of the man. She's like this, like this, like this, and the counselor said, "You want to be right, or you want to be happy? You choose. You want to be right, or you want to be happy?" It's a simple word, but have a lot of meaning and a lot of learning on that. So also with the devotees, the same thing. We want to be Krishna devotees and we want to live in a good atmosphere, also the same thing. We want to be right, or we want to be cooperative. We want to be happy because we want to please Srila Prabhupada. We can say we want to be right, or we want to please our Guru. Because you imagine the GBC, there are 30, 40 devotees, they have all different opinions. But when they discuss and you have time, even you have time to convince you. For example, we are a team here and we need to decide something. So it's like called politics, but the good politics. That I try to convince you, you convince me, and then we make parties and like this. So we convince each other. But at some point there is a vote. And wherever is vote, everybody needs to follow. And there is no right to say, no, I didn't want it to do that, but they forced me. No, we need to go all in the same direction. Because it says that to make a right thing, there are many, many, many ways to do a right thing. So we can expand Krishna consciousness through japa, through books, through Bhakti Diksha, through Namaharta, through Harinam, not through Harinam here. And then through many, 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 many things, everything will work if we cooperate. But we need to cooperate with each other. And also we need to think that we need to leave our children some place that they can live nicely. We think of, everybody thinking of the education, save money for education of the children, right? And to leave something, piece of land, house, we buy our house, we pay our house, okay, for my children. So we think of the material part. Because the material, everything is spiritually we use for Krishna. It's not material. In that part, okay? But we also need to think that if we cooperate, we need to create. We are the kind of the pioneers of Krishna consciousness. You are 4,000 devotees, should be millions. So the idea is that we need to leave to our children a place that they can grow, they can live nicely. So and then we need to cooperate and we need to pass this to our children. So this is our really mission. Okay, so this is for me and for everyone that actually we need to, if we want to satisfy Krishna and the Guru, the more important is the cooperation. Ariwa, thank you very much. I am hoping to learn from you and to come again. Invite me. Okay.
Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Now we have His Grace Rajpan Prabhu with us. He is our Yatra leader, so he will speak 2-5 minutes.
This is Chaitanya.
Yes, study.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances to all the wonderful devotees who are gathering every Saturday morning, 8 to 9, to hear, discuss, study Sri Caitanya Caritamrta. I understand that you're all studying the 4th chapter of Caitanya Caritamrta. It's so very important for us to read the scriptures, read the purports of Srila Prabhupada, because both reading and hearing and chanting the holy names, these are the fundamental practices of our Krishna consciousness, and these are so powerful in helping us to grow in our spiritual life. The Bhaktilata beach, which is sown in our heart by our spiritual master, can nicely sprout and grow into a beautiful tree which can bear flowers and fruits when we continue to nourish it by chanting the holy names, as well as by studying this wonderful scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and Sri Caitanya Caritamrta. So I humbly pray that we all derive great inspiration from studying Chaitanya Caritamrta, and also by understanding the mood of Srila Prabhupada as he explains all these verses. So Srila Prabhupada is our founder Acharya. When we say he's our founder Acharya, it becomes pertinent that we as his followers or members of ISKCON cultivate the mood and mission of Srila Prabhupada. And how do we understand the mood and mission of Srila Prabhupada? Most definitely by studying the purports and the books that he has written for us. So it's wonderful that all of you are taking this on priority, meeting every Saturday morning, 8 to 9, and meditating on Srila Prabhupada's explanations, and thereby connecting to Krishna individually as well as collectively. So wishing you all the best, and with my humble prayers for the progress of all of you. May all of you receive the shelter at the lotus feet of Lord Gauranga, as we read in Chaitanya Caritamrta, which offers us a beautiful blessing. It says, Sada Hridaya Kandare Spuratuva Sachinandana. So may Lord Sachinandana reside in the innermost chambers of your heart, and that's the intention with which you are studying Chaitanya Caritamrta. May all become wonderful assets in Srila Prabhupada's movement. Thank you. Hare Krishna and Bhagavad Pranams.
Hare Krishna. Now over to His Grace Ramananda Prabhu. So the devotees, please continue the next. Who is the next speaker? And we'll continue next week then. We'll put announcement in the group. So we are now stopping here. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, all the devotees.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम वांछाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा
Prabhuji,
सिन्धुभ्यश्च
Hare Krishna. Sorry, slightly there was some change in the schedule.
Pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namo.
We'll continue next week with the same. I think Vijay Prabhu and Punit Prabhu will continue next week. We'll get a person. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpa.
49 non-linear, again, level again, black. Again. ఇల్లు కూడా చలో చలో టోపీ ఇల్లు కూడా చలో చలో ఫెల్ట్ క్యాప్ విధంగా ఇంత కూడా ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ದೇವ್ರ ದರ್ಶನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಗುಡಿಯೊಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಕಲ್ಕ ಬಿಚ್ಚಿಬಿಡು ಒಂದು